already done.
Cement truck. You reckon the cement truck would be alright going through that paddock?
Yeah, it should be alright. We've got rain, but not.
We only had 3 mil last night.
Yeah.
Since you've got it heavier.
Yeah, it's been pretty hard. If not, we'll just have to go straight through the fence. No, we should. I think they'll be alright. They'll just make it. They'll do this stuff when they turn. So if they go just follow one straight line all the way straight to here, and back down, they'll be alright.
Dries out and start mucking the garden again.
Nothing like a run and repair, guys. We've got a ton more water on its way, and that's getting in on the concrete, so Albie's out in the rain putting gutters on. It's always something. Has at least stopped it landing on there. Now we can repair this corner. Ugh, look at this, guys. We've been praying for rain, but, you know, it's always just at the wrong time. That's one side done. Hopefully that holds. Having fun, Albie? Albie's wild.
Alright guys, today's the day the big shed gets concreted. 36 mils of rain since yesterday, so it's as muddy as hell. Peter's already got his truck bogged. Let's see what happens. And this is how Peter's parked this morning. This is going to be a prick today. I don't think the cement trucks are going to get in here. I think we're going to have carnage everywhere. So far since yesterday we've had 36 mil now. It's so wet. Stay tuned.
Yesterday, go to that hole, hopefully you set in the next truck. Oh, this truck's staying here anyways. They're both full, you know? But
better go that line. You found the easy line. Said you found the easy line. Right guys, things are bad. This is a mess. The first concrete truck's bogged. They're pumping out by hand at the moment. I don't know what we're going to do because we can't leave it half done. So Albie's dropping dirt and gravel wherever he can to try and cover this mud so we can get these concrete trucks in. It's never easy. Which one? This one? Oh, they're coming in here.
Because over there where those wheel tracks are, it's going to get soft as well.
Yeah, I know. Are they coming in this way? Yeah, so... Yeah, get Peter's truck out of there.
The full jaw's just spinning on the top of the fucking ground.
Yeah.
You'll have to tow your truck out too, Peter. You have to tow your truck out too, because if that cement truck goes way too far, he'll get you. Because it's soft again. Yes. Yeah. So you'll have to move your truck and you'll have to drive there.
I know. We need to, can we hook another truck to, another four-wheel drive to his? He's not waiting for him. He's like, you better drive, buddy, because I'm not slowing down. Easy. Hold on, Peter. Right guys, we're 2 trucks in and this is what our road looks like. So Harvey's got some work to do with the bobcat once the concrete's down, that's for sure. There'll be gravel put here anyway. But yeah, we've got a nice mess to clean up. It's always an adventure at this place. Oh no, Barry, there's your ball. Happens when you leave your toys laying around, mate. Right, so I've got another truck just about to arrive, so I've come out to the gate to keep him out of the mud paddock till we get the other truck out, which hopefully comes out easier. And we have this over heading towards us. So we're all praying it holds off long enough to get the next 2 trucks in and get them back out again, and then it can rain. So it's looking very ominous at the moment. I know, I'm praying it doesn't dump on us. I know, we just don't need rain right now. I know, we're just saying that, please go past. We needed this extra water, guys, like a hole in the head. Just as that was starting to dry out, we're thinking, yep, that should be all right. Truck should get through for the rest of it. Here we go again. Hopefully this is just a passing shower. Yeah, he got out easy. All right, I'm going to go direct this other guy in so he doesn't mess it up.
a day. Had to dump a heap of concrete because they weren't going to have enough to do the other half, and they couldn't get a truck quick enough because of the weather. There's one cement truck got bogged. Check this out, guys. Alison's doing their job. This is Junior's job, and Alison's doing it. Junior just let them go hard yesterday and then straighten them out with the shovel. So Alison's on the pay books now. Alison retired from her job working for the government doing bugger all, and now cleaning out wheelbarrows for for concrete companies. Nice.
Well, this is a small shed, guys. This is the one they did first. It needs a couple more days to dry, and then Albie can put his cars back in, which he is itching to do.
Because we've got a storm coming on the weekend.
Yeah, we've got another storm coming on the weekend. As you can see, we've still got to do this apron here. So they are back, not next week, the week after, to do this front apron. And we'll take you around and show you the big shed, where we got to with that one. So as you've seen, it was an absolutely horrendous day, the day we poured this. And things didn't quite go according to plan. So all these bays got poured, and we're at this last bay here, down here. And because we'd had to have concrete trucks sit around, they waited, each of them waited over the normal allocated time, because we had one truck bogged, we had to get that out before the next one could come in, and then they had to offload that one. And the third truck had turned up, and he probably sat there for about 20 minutes waiting before he could come in. And then what they do is they do basically a balance load. So they work out what they've got left to put down, and they ring up and order a truck. They send one out immediately, and that does a balance. And then that means they can finish off the pour. Well, when they rang to get the balance load, they were told that there wasn't a truck there, but they'd have to wait 20 minutes for a truck to come in, and then it's X amount of time in the yard before they could actually send it out. So by the time the balance load got out here, the concrete that they had on the truck already would have gone off, and then what they had on the truck would have only probably not even half done this. So we had to make the decision to stop the pour here. Thank God, I suppose, we have two different sections to our shed. So they've had to stop the pour here. This will be poured next week when they pour the apron for the front shed. So they're going to pour the apron for the front shed and this back two bays together. And unfortunately that meant, as you've seen, that we had to dump about 2 cubic metres of concrete. So what they did is they wet the concrete right up, so it was basically like slurry. And then we just poured it out over here on the ground. And what's that done basically is created a really nice hard base, because we put gravel down now. This is the concrete, so basically it just made a really good hard base. And as you've seen, Peter, the concreter, because we did have to duck out, jumped in the bobcat for us, levelled it all out while they were waiting for the concrete to dry. So the apron for the shed will come out basically to the middle of the trailer there. And then from there, there'll be this gravel base anyway, which Albie's going to put down. So as much as it was a pain in the neck to have to dump the concrete, we just chose to put it down here because it's better than having to go and dump it and pay dumping fee to dump it. So that's what happened to the leftover concrete. Wasn't ideal, but you know, it was a solution and it got the job done. And then over here, this will get poured. Like I said, not next week, the week after. And then they'll do the next day, they'll pour this apron. So this will have a nice apron of concrete so you can park on it before you go into the shed. And this here will have a nice big apron. I think it's 4 metre apron on the front of this one. So a bit of work to do. That's in 2 weeks' time, and then the concreting will be finished. So all things considered, considering how hard the job was and the amount of mud and everything, I think they did quite well. So guys, that's it for us for this week. I think we're both buggered. It's been a long week. The concreting was very stressful, but we got through it. At least we've got concrete down in all our 2 bays. And in 2 weeks' time we should have the concrete finished, which is a huge job out of the way. Shed's done, and then Albie can start filling up with cars.
At least while it was raining, they got to do these sheds. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got these done this year, probably. So
yeah. So basically, they slotted us in when they were rain delayed on other jobs. So I know everyone will say, "Why did you pour it when it was raining?" But at the end of the day,
shed, it's not going to get wet.
Yeah, that's it. So as soon as I had a rain delay, they rang us Sunday and said, there's rain on the way, we're coming. None of us envisaged that we would get the amount of rain. We weren't predicted to get the amount of rain that we got. That was like, I think it was meant to get about 10 mil. We ended up with almost 40 mil. So it wasn't their fault, wasn't our fault, wasn't anyone's fault. No one thought like the day before the trucks got in, they were fine. It just was so much rain in such a short period of time.
First day was fine, second day was shit because it was windy.
Yeah, but hey, they got in, they got out.
And we had 30 mil of rain that night.
Yep. Concrete got done and we're happy with it. They've done a fantastic job. They always do a fantastic job. They'll be back in 2 weeks' time. And in the meantime, Albie's going to get stuck into the flower field. So he's been still working on that behind the scenes. So you'll get to see that next week. Hopefully we'll have wire up around that next week and we can start getting those beds ready because the dahlias really need to go in the ground. And yeah, that's it. I think we're going to go and have a rest. Both a bit buggered this week, aren't we?
Yep.
It's been a long week. We've got a lot done. We'll catch you all next week. Everybody stay safe. Have a great week. Thank you very much for continuing to follow our journey, and for those people that have subscribed, we really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed already and you're following our journey, please consider subscribing. If you don't want to, that's fine. And thank you for all the hypes. I think we've made it in the top 20 every week since the hype started. We've had a #1 and in the top 10, and the hypes really do make a difference, because when we get hyped, then YouTube then pushes out further and sends us out to a wider audience. So thank you very much for all those people that have gone and hyped this. We really do appreciate it. And if anybody has a cure for plantar fasciitis, leave it in the comments, because Albie's at the point that he can't walk. And we've tried different shoes and things, nothing seems to be working. So anybody had plantar fasciitis and found something that absolutely works, leave it in the comments. We would love to find a solution to this, because yeah, he's at the point he can hardly walk. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
See you, bye.
Bye.